Are you a man or a lady and you're 25 years and above and you're looking for that ideal partner, a partner of your dreams?
Who's Kelvin?
Kelvin is a jovial kind of a person. He likes clubbing and having fun.
And you're ready to look beyond the physical to find the love of your life. If so, then Muvi TV's brand new reality dating TV show, True Attraction, might just be what you need to put your love life in order and give you an
Hello, a very warm good evening and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the Muvi Television Primetime News. To present it, my name is Keith Mwemba. We look at the stories making the headlines this evening. MP accused of fueling confusion in Mfumbwe. Residents demand the removal of newly appointed DC. Repentant Lubinda retracts Banyala remark, describes it as a sign of arrogance. Sean Tembo lectures new Dawn administration over the impact of fuel increment. Students remind Bali of his free tertiary education promise. Chief Kanongesha advises Bali to utilize local resources to service Zambia's debt. 16 UPND candidates jostle for Kawata parliamentary seat. Well, you can catch this news live on Muvi TV Bouquet channel number 1, Top Star Bouquet channel 104, and also via social media and YouTube and Facebook via our social media handle Ask Muvi TV. We'll now get into the details. After suffering from the stunning defeat in the 12th August 2021 general elections, people like former Justice Minister Given Luwinda are slowly recovering from political hangover. The post-election grief is real and the reality is seemingly settling in, with the Patriot Front Vice President admitting the party lost power because of if had become arrogant and detached from the people. Mr. Luwinda, during one of the interviews on the public broadcaster, arrogantly asserted that the PF would retain power, saying he would therefore shame the opposition in the aftermath after openly telling them Banyala. However, this was never meant to be. In an attempt to rebrand the former ruling party and intense introspection, Mr. Luwinda has since apologized for the remarks. Meanwhile, Mr. Luwinda accuses the new Dawn administration of failing to walk the talk on key governance issues such as the rule of law. He warns of tougher days ahead under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, saying it anchored its leadership model on deception. And commenting on the recent some of its party members, Mr. Luwinda contended that they are ready to undergo such for the sake of persevering democracy.
The patriotic front. You know, and when you ask why did you vote against us,
they tell us things that we ourselves already discovered during our post-mortem. As you're well aware, we spent some time, we sent people across the country to go and ask these questions. And there are a number of issues that were raised. Number one, some people tell us that we had become arrogant. Some people tell us that we were not exhibiting to the Zambian people that we were firm in the fight against corruption. Some people also tell us that we tolerated hooliganism. Some people call it cadreism, but I think it's much more than cadreism. It's more hooliganism, that we allowed our members to do things that ordinarily the Zambians wouldn't expect. So these are the issues that people are voting against. So truth be told, a number of people that I've spoken to are saying we did not vote against you, but we voted against the things that you were doing. And this gives us a lot of hope. Already people are coming back to us and saying, well, now that we have a new team in place, we can now compare. Initially we had no comparison, but now we can compare. And we see that actually we shouldn't have voted you out. We should have probably found another way of punishing you.
Before we begin to compare and contrast, do you admit the concerns that, of course, the people of Zambia have submitted regarding all the issues to do with the arrogance, in your political party during your tenure in office, the issue of cadreism during your tenure in office? Do you admit all those concerns?
Yes.
Right.
I did tell you that when I went on that ZMBC program, when I said, I'll come back here, and I'll come and say, Wanyala, obviously that was some arrogance.
Right.
I have to say that was quite arrogant for me to have said that, because I was exhibiting overconfidence, and overconfidence is a product of arrogance. So I have to admit that the Zambian people are right. When they say to us that they kicked us out because of these things, they are right. We must be judged by the people. We cannot judge ourselves. And this is the reason why we in the Patriotic Front readily admit that the Zambian people made their decision because there are things that we did which didn't please them. Had we done everything to please them, they wouldn't have kicked us out. So it's a fact, and we just have to admit. And also bear in mind that admission is the first process in healing. If you want to heal, you first have to admit your wrongs, confess your wrongs, and then ask for contrition. Then you're going to become a better person. And the Patriotic Front, as Vice President, I have to say, when we got the report, the post-mortem report, we did not defend ourselves. We said, this is what the people said, and we have to admit. So, we admit, and for those who voted for us, the 1.8 million, the only thing we can say is, sorry, we apologize. Hadn't we done what we did, your 1.8 would have been the 2.8. So we have to admit that and apologize to our people and assure them that we are learning from our mistakes. And because we're learning from our mistakes, we want to become an even better party. We want to be better than we were. And remember, when we were good, we were better than any political party in Zambia. And now that we want to be better, we want to be the only political party of choice.
One of the reasons, Honorable, of course, if you ask me, who has been doing, I call it the donkey works in the field sometimes. You go in the field, for example, in the typical, areas and listen to the people of Zambia, the poor women, mothers, fathers and children. They will tell you that one of the reasons why, again, they decided to vote out the Patriotic Front was because you failed to reduce the cost of living, which is the economy in general. And of course, because of that, your opponents, by then the UPND in opposition, they did capitalize on that. They went on rampage.
Surprised with what he calls disorganized manner in which government has effected the increase in fuel prices without first reaching a consensus with public service passenger transporters in terms of adjustments to bus fares. PEP leader Sean Tembo says the increase of diesel prices by about 30%, while those of petrol an upward adjustment of more than 20%, stands as the largest single increment in fuel prices that have ever been implemented in the history of Zambia and the region. He says the previous increments in fuel prices over the past 20 years have only ranged from 4% to 9%. Mr. Tembo adds his party expected the New Dawn administration to undertake consultations with bus operators before fuel prices were increased so that the new bus fares could be implemented on the day following the increase in fuel prices. He says it is unreasonable for government to increase fuel prices and then tell bus operators not to increase bus fares pending conclusion of talks between RATSA and the bus operators.
Of what really went wrong between his promise for lower fuel prices and what we are seeing now, which is an increment. I think there's need for the president to directly address the nation, as opposed to him sending his vice or his minister of finance to do the explanation. Thank you.
Some tertiary students in Lusaka have continued with their protest to remind President Hakainde Hichilema of his much pronounced provision of free education at university level in the run-up to the 12th August 2021 general elections. The placard-carrying students feel deceived that the New Dawn administration had gone against its electoral pledge. They're calling on President Hichilema as a beneficiary of the students' bursary facility to replicate the gesture and ensure that many are placed on the program. Some first-year students at the University of Zambia, Unza, have been staging a protest at the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board offices in Lusaka, demanding an explanation over what they alleged is unfair selection of those awarded scholarships. According to board senior corporate communications officer Chiselo Kawanda, 2,481 students at Unza were awarded scholarships. Ms. Kawanda has said in a statement that it is out of the 10,692 applications received from Unza.
First, before we even applied.
Yes.
And then now after we've applied, after they've gotten our monies for the application forms, after they've gotten money for whatever, then now they should come and say, no, they're only going to consider those who got 6 and 5 points. It's not fair. It's not fair. Are you telling us 8, 9 points? Did we fail? Did we fail? We did fail.
My name is Mswahili Daniel, representing my fellow peers from the University of Zambia. We are very saddened by the response that has been taken by the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board in coming up with a list for the people that are eligible for the student loans. I, for one, know that the President of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, got his education from the source of a bursary, which was provided by the government of Zambia. If you were able to go to school because of the help that was provided by the government of Zambia, why are you denying us for the same help that you got from the government? We, for one, are people that are vulnerable. We are unable to provide anything for ourselves if you as a government do not help us to do so. We are standing here because we believe in you, government. So this protest is not there to insult you or to condemn the way you are leading us as the government. We know and we are happy in the way that you are governing us. That's why we still have hope in you. This is the main reason why we are here representing ourselves and representing the people behind us, because we know that we have hope in you and hope in the government. Do not let us down by bringing us down, by not giving us a list that we have been waiting for. You, the government, are the people that are representing us. If you are not representing us in the way that we are asking for, where are we going to go? You, for one, said that we don't want cadarism. We are going to end up being cadres because we don't have anything to do. We don't have education to support ourselves. We have got parents that are not working. The places where we are coming from are not places that are well doing. If you don't give us this free education that we are asking for, we will be nothing. We are asking for your help, Mr. President. Here as you, Mr. President, Madam, the Vice President. The Vice President, you, for one, you are a woman. You understand the cries of a child. We cry as the children. We cry as your children, Madam Inonge Mutukwawina. Hear us through, please. We ask for help from you. As the Vice President, have the heart of the woman. Have the heart of the mother. You can't see us suffer like this. Hear us through as we cry to you and your office, your humble office. We cry for help.
A businesswoman of Lusaka sentenced to 6 years imprisonment with hard labor for illegal possession of 30 kilograms of elephant ivory. In this matter, it was alleged that on 20th April 2020, Dorcas Nyondo with other persons unknown unlawfully owned 6 hard pieces of elephant ivory weighing 30 kilograms and was charged with illegal possession of wildlife trophy. And when the matter came up before Lusaka magistrate Judith Chiayika, the convict asked for leniency from the court, stating that she is a mother of 11, including an infant. But in passing her ruling, Magistrate Chiayika convicted Nyondo accordingly, stating that she needed to impose a stiff punishment on Dorcas Nyondo for the court in the matter. We now take you to Northwestern in Mufumbwa district, where a group of angry residents have held a solidarity walk in the protest against the recently appointed district commissioner, Patrick Kalelembe. To show their displeasure, the residents started the protest in the Central Business District and later proceeded to Commissioner's office. It is reported that some senior United Party for National Development UPND officials, including the area member of Parliament Elliot Kamondo, are behind the TC's removal on ethnic grounds. Yeah. Senior Chief Kanongesha of the Lunda-speaking people in Mwenlunga, Northwestern Province, has asked President Hakainde Hichilema-led administration to take keen interest in the development of the area. The chief says the country, especially Northwestern, is endowed with immense natural resources, and if properly enhanced, Zambia's ever-ballooning debt could easily be paid. He also promised to work with the government of the day. Senior Chief Kanongesha said this when a team of young people paid a courtesy call on him at his palace.
Wanta the worker ku border wanta the immigration officer ne I'm not an immigration officer I'm not ku border international border na Angola na Congo. Okay, wanta the kapokora I'm not kapokora ku kera police one I'm na kwa tanga ne wanta the agriculture ana okay kuranisha fertilizer kuiranga yetu kwa tanga wanta the Wahemba Majam tradition. It's going to get some much around the money. In September, every September, Chinchaga to like a quash. In September, quash. Look at government, Yami, Nenzi. The take work shall charge wow. If you vote a chain to Fareke, no Tianga. Relationship in Kunu, Sayento, Yaniton. Nene Mugana Marait one, Nene Mugan and Dimuani. The chingen chumusendi mujimbu ene chukune e try and be so ya ambition ne try chunke kumana ku government social responsibility ze ivunaka chukun so tuzate ni dimu but kutirira chokutwamba twambako tule tukunda mu ichunga tuzate na mu tule tukunda mu ichunga ba kutirira abantu akekuwanisha ichunga de Zambia.
You're still watching the Primetime News. For now, we take our first set of commercials. We'll be right back.
I woke up feeling great, need a kick for the day. Got a taste that is keeping me awake. Something fresh, something true, unforgettable, something new. I can trust as my interest all the way. So when I wake up, can't get enough. Every day, having with tea, yeah, with my years years of perfection bring satisfaction. Think milk, think Finta. Yeah, Aberdeen.
They'll play a high press to force the mistakes.
They'll dominate the aerial ball. They too tall. We'll handle the pressure and smash them on the break.
The number 9 has scored in their last 5 games.
The passing will be quick, decisive, precisely. There will be drama in the dying minutes. This match will mean more than 3 points.
They will have the home ground advantage. This is why I bet.
This is why I bet.
This is why I bet.
Betway.
The answer is yes.
Yes. She said yes. 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 She said yes.
Chawama. Congrats, bro.
What?
We'll be there. Last Sunday of next month.
Ewan, are you here?
You may give her the ring.
Everyone, say to free life.
One day, I'll give you the world.
Oh, you already have.
Welcome to the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA. We are a management development institute under the Office of the Republican President of Zambia. We are the heartbeat of Zambian governance. Our core business is to train policymakers in business studies, management studies and legal studies on diploma, bachelor's and master's level. We groom intellectuals with management etiquette and global leadership skills. With more than 50 years of training, we pride in churning out industry-ready graduates that become global. You too can join our NIPA community or the NIPA marketing team on 0950-000991. Or you can find us on facebook.com/myNIPA. NIPA.
Consider him as he is a familiar figure in the area and can represent the area where in Parliament. The Electoral Commission of Zambia has set 20th January 2022 as voting day, with campaigns commencing on 28th December 2021.
With exactly a month before Kabwata residents vote in the parliamentary by-election, several political parties are in the process of selecting their preferred candidates. The United Party for National Development, UPND, has a galore of aspiring candidates, totaling 16, and the party in the next few days is headed for the primaries in the process to select
from 20 Fananitenge na Bela sinahusieni ninaimwe 2016 Fananitenge na Bela ninaimwe 2021 lazima mnakutumna kama mafoni banyo za didira fest na kasapo opportunity kubambena ba baini batenge kufuta chile itafuta pato shuwa zima mafaranga sumuzangaliza kwa change kwa mundu.
He urged the officials to consider voting for him, as he has been with the party despite being left out on several occasions.
Impata mema pasiwa o gift mema pasiwa kuti munkale o choosing candidate si mwaia but mulungu anakusankani kuti muchange district.
Campaigns in the Kabwata by-election officially commence on 28th December 2021. For Muvi TV News, I'm Afias Kaptula in Lusaka.
The local authority in Mwenlunga district is optimistic that key and strategic economic roads will quickly be worked on under the administration of the UPND. Both Mwenlunga District Commissioner Harrison Kamuna and Council Chairperson Jonathan Chinyimba add the growth of the Northwestern is dependent on the quality of the road network.
Big profile course. Take Milimila, it is an international route, which is continental. But you come to Northwestern, it's like we are demonized. You go to Chavuma, there's Kalipande border. It's pathetic. You come to Chibuika, Kamapanda border, it's the dirtiest of all. Like criminals go and bring lethal stuff into the country. You go to Nyagase Ajimbe, it's pathetic. Ikelenga chieftainess to Kabana to Congo again, nothing. Kakoma chief Kambanj there, Kambimba, nothing. You go to Sorezi, Kipushi, nothing. So this viable lion rowing in the ground, as later Chilba did it, I was saying Northwestern is a rolling lion, but he did not perfect it. He did not actualize it. And unfortunately, Leti Manawasa made his demise at the time he was implementing, because this is a pillar for Zambia to have a standardized economy.
Of the New Dawn government under the leadership of His Excellency the President Hakainde Hichilema. The issue which we are discussing here is of great value. We have suffered as people from Mwenlunga. If we were blacklisted, we were rebelled, no matter how far we can talk, the people of Kakoma were not considered. That route was totally not considered. And there are a lot of challenges. But with the coming in of the new Dawn government, which is trying by all means in a hurry to uplift the standard of living for the people of Zambia, I think as Mwinlunga, which is trying by all means in a hurry to uplift the standard of living for the people of Zambia, I think as Mwinlunga.
At times that we know here we don't have many people, it's very difficult. And even reading, we are finding it very difficult. No, we just sell to any individual who is passing there. Yes. I started this in 1990. This side is the place where I started, and then I shifted this side. Then I have a big field behind my house. But we have been struggling to sell where there's no market. We find it very difficult because the new government, this new government, is going to help with farmers. Yes.
The leadership movement LM Party has called on stakeholders to consider helping children with special needs during this festive season. Party National Chairperson David Kalumba says despite having challenges, children with special needs have potential to excel in life. He was speaking when he donated assorted food items to children with special needs at Benevolent Special Needs Community School in Lusaka's Linda compound. Mr. Kalumba has assured the children of the party's support to school.
It is early Christmas for children living with disabilities at Benevolent Special Needs Community School in Lusaka's Linda compound, as the leadership movement LM has graced the school with its presence through the national chairperson David Kalumba representing party president Richard Silumbe. The school that is managed by volunteers from the community, led by Stella Mukuka, is facing many challenges, ranging from poor infrastructure and lack of furniture. Speaking when donating some foodstuffs to the school, Mr. Kalumba says the party notes many challenges the children are faced with.
They say there are so many things which they need, like better classrooms, better sitting arrangements, the toilets are dilapidated, and so on and so forth. So as a movement, leadership movement, we thought we are going to look into that. But now, while we are waiting to execute that request which they have requested to Dr. Silumbe and the leadership movement, we thought since it's Christmas time and this period is a period for giving, let's share with our kids, these kids you see around today.
Mr. Kalumba has since advised parents to ensure that the children are kept in school.
You know, stars you can see and we know that even the government cannot manage. A lot of promises are being made, but you know that some of these promises, they may not even reach here in the Linda compound. Some of the kids who were even supposed to be here, they can't manage to come here because they have no wheelchairs, you know? And these people are not being helped in any way or another. And this is why, as leadership movement, we are taking it upon ourselves and say, let's contribute something to the community of Linda compound.
And school manager Ms. Muka has thanked LM leadership for the gesture. For Muvi TV News, I'm Afias Kaptula in Lusaka.
Kalumbila Council Chairperson Shadrack Munjunga has advised youths in the district to form cooperatives that will enable them to benefit from government empowerment. Mr. Munjunga has implored youths to get on board by forming cooperatives according to their skills and abilities. He said the new Dawn administration will not only employ the youths but will also allow youths using empowerment. The council chairperson said this when UPND National Chairperson Gilbert Leswaniso paid a courtesy call on him.
President Hakainde Hichilema had put stop to that. So stop to that is where he has now channeled the resources to go into empowerment Even as here in Kalumbia district, we're encouraging the youths to form cooperatives. I've engaged all the councillors. Every weekend here in Kalumbia district, we are touring the wards. We are engaging with the Member of Parliament, myself and the councillor. We have meetings, set of meetings to thank the people that voted. As it has been, we started there, we Kalumbia has 12 wards. So far we have done 7 wards so far that we have finished, going around engaging the people, thanking them, also telling the youth what they can do. As that now, we have really emphasized to form cooperatives. Even others have been brought their cooperatives here with me. We are saying that the database, we are getting the database. Those youths who have already done their registrations of their cooperatives, we are getting the database to put our house together. We even know that tentative of the budget for next year, there's a 5 million that's going towards empowerment. We are not leaving the women behind. We are engaging even the women to follow suit.
A farmer of Chikokomene area of Chisamba district in Central Province has expressed worry at likely untold misery due to the increment in fuel farm prices. Francis Tembo says the increment of fuel pushes prices of all commodities upwards, something that will affect him and his household, especially being from a rural area where transport is already a challenge. Speaking in an interview with Muvi TV News in Chisamba, Mr. Tembo has appealed to the government to relook into its decision to increase fuel prices.
Yakuti ati fuel biyo ya itabanji ya kwela. Manje nanga kwa chimunga isema farmers tizapuru mkabwanji because isema farmers stiza kwanisa because kudura kwa fuel nje kudura kwa vintu vonse. Vintu vonse vizaita bwanji vizakwela through fuel because vonse vinaenda kama fuel. Manje tizakwanisa bwanji kwa chimunga isema farmers mabibo areas tizakwanisa bwanji. So mwandi nchatiumila kwa chimunga icho chamecha choko chakucha chifuweo yakana hai. So mwandi ni tipemba kwa chimunga ku government yatu. Kuti iyo organization baleta hapo mwandi sende kuti organiza ko bwino. Sitikamba kuti chamene bachoza stili bwino but tikamba tipemba kuti bila chankala kwa chimunga hai. So mwandi kupemba kwa tipemba. Then kunkani amanzi na hivi tipemba mabosi. Mabo mwandi ni kwa chimunga mwezi mwatu mabomu. So manze meti mwalimu wa mbikuti. Titakusikombira mbikuti. So tipemba kuti mabosi batipaseko. Wakatipasako mabosi kasako. Oro mtikumwa kwa manza mungu tipati at least then chintu chinangu na damu china viteko bentili nafu. Damu kwa hili kwa metili damu tilipi. So this time so bentikamba pano manza kaliba pezeka kuti ya ngombe. So ngombe tikumwa na zebe madamu mananga mbikuti. So chipeze kuti ati manzi every time ita bwanji asina. So mwani nje vidu ngombe tipemba at least batifakire konzero kwati munga abasogolera batu bentina sanga. Batitandizili.
We do take another set of commercials, more stories thereafter.
If you are looking for a reason to try big soft drinks, I'll give you 7. Raspberry, cola, cream soda, apple, cocoa pine, orange, and ginger. Big soft drink. Taste the fun.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
She said yes.
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 She said yes.
Shawarma. Congrats, bro.
What? We'll be there.
Last Sunday of next month. Ew, are you here?
You may give her the ring.
Everyone, say to free life.
To free life.
One day, I'll give you the world.
Oh, you already have.
Yo, Banji! I'm very sure. How come your crop is far much better than mine? I mean, we are neighbors. My farm is right next to yours.
My dear, this is an open secret.
Tell me.
I switched to Sidco ever since. My harvest has been good.
Sidco?
Sidco has got the right seed for every farmland.
Sure.
See, my friend, I'm telling you, just contact them and find out which is the right seed for you.
Increase your yield this season by using Seedco Climate Smart Seeds. Call or visit your nearest Seedco depot for more details on our Climate Smart products. Seedco, it starts with the right seed.
Where's Bob? Anyone seen Bob? Has anyone seen Bob? Bob? Bob! Bob!
Over here.
Where?
Over here.
How did you get in there?
With my Airtel Money MasterCard.
Airtel Money MasterCard? But you don't even have a bank account. How did you get a card?
Well, it's not a card, but it works just like one. It's virtual, so no plastic, and it's safer.
But what are you doing there?
I want to buy Nancy a birthday gift, book my flight tickets, renew my Big Click subscription, and order a shipment.
For all things online, the Airtel Money MasterCard. It's not a card, but works just like one. Get one on the Airtel Money menu on your phone.
So here's how to pay using Airtel Money. Ensure your decoder is turned on and tuned to channel 1. Dial *778#, then select the option that says Make Payment. Select Pay TV, then select Muvi TV. Enter the 12-digit smart card number, then enter the amount you wish to pay. Enter the Muvi TV account number, omitting the dash before the last digit. Then select the amount you wish to pay.
For inquiries, call customer care on 0764 250055 or 0764 250052 or 0978 732 411 or 0978 732 412.
On the pitch of life, you've got to choose your game and who you play with. Your people. You get what I mean?
Oh, that is so true, Mr. Easy.
Because when you need a bit of support, there's the people you can count on. People who are there for you, no matter what.
Guess we are always here for them.
Choose who to play with.
With Bet Power, you can chat, message, or call real people round the clock. This advertisement is brought to you by Bet Power.
Welcome to the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA. We are a management development institute under the Office of the Republican President of Zambia. We are the heartbeat of Zambian governance. Our core business is to train policymakers in business studies, management studies, and legal studies on diploma, bachelor's and master's level. We groom intellectuals with management etiquette and global leadership skills. With more than 50 years of training, we pride in churning out industry-ready graduates that become global. You too can join our NIPA community today. We are in Lusaka, Livingston, and Ndola. Enroll with us and study on part-time, full-time, distance learning, and e-learning as approved by the BOS. Simply visit our website on www.nipa.ac.zm. Call the NIPA marketing team on 0950-000991. Or you can find us on facebook.com/mynipa. NIPA, excellence, probity.
Place a bet, search on the web, or get the app. OneXBet Bookmaker Company.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. Center for Infectious Diseases Research in Zambia, Chief Executive Officer Izukanji Sikazwa says it is the desire of the center to promote health standards of employees at an increased risk of developing and implementing the tuberculosis TB at workplaces with policies to support the resources availability of TB program activities through capacity building. Speaking during a memorandum of understanding between the center and Zambia Private Sector Alliance on Monday, 20th December 2020, 2021. Mr. Sikazwa says TB elimination in workplaces will provide a platform for Zambia Private Sector Alliance ZPSA members to discuss the scope of TB policies and promotion of health standards for employers that see the risk of devising occupational lung disease in workplaces. He says the formulation and implementation of robust framework policies for private sector engagement in the health sector is to contribute to positively. Government has embarked on a 3-day sensitization program to encourage farmers utilize Farmer Input Support Program FISP extra packs. Mufulira District Senior Agricultural Officer Mishek Chiwele says the purpose of sensitizing farmers is to support the government objective in promotion of crop diversification. Mr. Chiwele says the district has about 1,500 soybeans packs, 4,500 groundnuts packs and 1,000 sorghum packs, which farmers are expected to plant this 2021-2022 farming season. And Mufulira District Cooperative Union Chairman Stephen Mumba says as cooperative union, they support government plans that food sufficient is available and able to end the poverty.
It is often the go-to crop for peasant farmers in the district. With the rain season in full swing, maize is being planted by farmers across the country. No wonder government is promoting crop diversification through additional crops such as soybeans, groundnuts and sorghum. In Mufulira District, on the Copper Province, Ministry of Agriculture, working together with District Cooperative Union, embarked on a 3-day sensitization program to encourage farmers to plant the additional packs as a way of promoting crop diversification.
Worked on a 3-day program to encourage the farmers who are benefiting from the Farmer Input Support Program, FISP, in Mufulira, on the need to support the government objective of promoting crop diversification through the additional crops that they have put on FISP. For Mufulira District, we have soybeans, 1,500, then groundnuts, we have 4,400 packs, and the sorghum we have 1,000 packs.
He added that he expects farmers to respond positively after the meeting.
We expect that the farmers will respond positively and grow these crops. And we expect Mufulira, in terms of production of groundnuts, soybeans and sorghum, this should be increasing.
And the Farmers Cooperative Union is offering its support.
We want to make sure that we work with agricultural workers, extension officers, to see to it that all the seeds, all the inputs are put to good use. And wants to see a very good yield because the market is available.
Farmers are this to say. I'm encouraging my fellow farmers that let us try these crops. We see the importance, and this is the crop diversification they're telling us, and it's where it's a lot of money as compared to maize.
We are glad that the extension officers are helping us to know the nutrients that are found in the soybeans and also how to grow the same crop. When we compare with maize is sold at 150, soybeans is sold at 500.
Crop diversification has proven to be beneficial not just because it's a new modern farming technique, but also reduces the exposure to climatic changes and increases the expected yield. Hagai Sinkorongo reporting for NICE in Mufulira District, Copper Belt Province.
Well, for the primetime news, that's all we had. But before we go, we just want to look at the headlines once again. MP accused of sponsoring confusion as Mufumbwe residents demand the removal of newly appointed DC. Repentant Lubinda retracts Banyala remark, describes it as a sign of arrogance. Sean Tembo lectures new administration over the impact of fuel increment. Students remind Bali of his free tertiary education promise. Chief Kanongesha advises Bali to utilize local resources to service Zambia's debt. 16 UPND candidates jostle for Kawata parliamentary by-election seat. Well, thank you so much for having joined us this evening. Remember to cast the main news at 21. On behalf of the entire production crew, my name is Keith Mwemba. Good evening and God bless.